right. So, how not to get scammed on Facebook Marketplace, part 1. So, I've had a few people ask me in real life and on YouTube and on a bunch of other text, whatever. They say, is it okay to send someone a deposit, like maybe a partial deposit or the full amount deposit, to have someone hold an item? Now, this is one of the more trickier things when it comes to Facebook flipping, right? Because you have to go with your gut, but your gut might be way off because you do not know them, right? So, like for example, I'll give you a good example of when you should do it, if possible. So I bought a guy. I'm actually heading there right now to go pick up some clubs. You know what? That's actually the situation we're talking about. So I bought multiple clubs, like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff from this guy. I know where he lives. I've been in his garage. You know, it's like I trust him, right? He's a really cool guy. I do trust him, and he's always giving out good deals, and he's awesome. Yesterday, he posted up some wedges that I really wanted for really cheap. And I said, hey, man, I really wanted to try and come get him. He's like, well, it's like I've gotten a bunch of interest on them, but not available till tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I'll send you $35 right now. Does that work? Is that okay with you? He said, yep, that's great. So I Venmoed him $35. Now, in this situation, I have already been to his house. I've already bought stuff from him. I know who he is. Now, could he still take the money from me? Of course. But I just feel like it's a lot less likely in this situation. So in this situation, I'd say go for it. But keep in mind, you're responsible for your own money. I don't want to hear anything like, oh, you told me to put a deposit and I lost it all. Just keep in mind, no matter how nice a person is, you may lose it. No matter who you are, you could Venmo a friend and they might steal from you. Always keep that in mind every time you're like, okay, I'm going to put a deposit because I really want this, but just remember in your head, they may take it and run. Okay? So that's why I like to do a partial deposit. Or if it's like a $20 item, I just send the full $20. Or if they'll let you send $10, even better. But if it's like a $200 item, don't Venmo them $200, right? See if you can get away with like $25 to hold it, and just tell them like, yeah, you know, it's not non-refundable. If I don't buy it, you get to keep it. So you get my $25 and you get to sell the item. You know, and then you'll go pick it up, of course. Now, situations where you don't do this, right? And you're gonna have a lot of people ask you if you can do a deposit. You know, obviously that's up to you. I always take the deposit. I just let people know, hey, yeah, just so you know, this deposit means that you're coming to get it. If you don't get it, it's non-refundable. Just because I know I could sell it to somebody else right now, but instead I'm holding it for you. So, you know, does that make sense? Now, of course, there's certain situations where like, oh, I feel bad, I can refund them. That's fine. Just do what you want. Do what makes you feel good. Okay. Now, other situations, like let's say a guy has been selling, or he hasn't sold a single thing, or he sold maybe one thing on Facebook Marketplace. He's really new to Facebook, no reviews, no pictures, and he's selling something for a really good deal. Now, that is a guy that you do not want to send a deposit to. He might be the most amazing guy in the world. It doesn't matter. It's too hard to tell, right? Even, like, it's really rough. Like, it's really rough. Like you have to have your own radar. And I can't give that to you. I can't do that for you. I can't even make videos about it. I can kind of just explain how I do it. But overall, you're going to have to figure that one out. Obviously, it's best not to do deposits as much as possible. But sometimes you're going to find such a good deal and everyone's on top of it. They're like, fuck, I got to just buy it now and pick it up when they're available. So, it's a riskier play. So far, all my deposits have been great. Right? So my radar is pretty spot on. Doesn't mean it always will be. Doesn't mean I'm not going to lose a bunch of money one day. You know, you never know. So my advice is when you're first starting out, just don't do any deposits unless you bought from someone like 5 times and you know where they live. They're very nice to you, and you know, and they're like, they seem like an honest person. Like I said, they can still steal your money no matter what. Doesn't matter who they are. So either way, you got to be careful. So when you're first starting out, I wouldn't really mess with deposits. Yeah, that is going to take some opportunities away, but it's also going to help save your ass, potentially. Okay? So for now, just do, okay, I'll pay you when I get there. 99% of people are just fine with that. Most people don't want a deposit. If they do want a deposit, it's probably some dumbass girl who's like selling something for like $10. Oh, give me a deposit. And it's like, what the fuck ever. I know that made no sense, but you'll understand it as you kind of start to go through Marketplace, I guess. Sorry. But yeah. Okay, guys, that's it for that. Don't do deposits until you are absolutely, until that radar is a little bit better of yours, because I can't help you build that radar. You know, it's basically just common sense. basically just common sense. You got to figure that out on your own. Like, I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this one, but anytime I see it, so I'm in Utah. So anytime I see a picture and they have like the missionary tag on and like their suits on, I always, I usually always, like, I'll do deposit. I don't do deposits unless I have to, but I'm just saying, if I have to do deposit and I see that they're a missionary, I'll do it. Because all the missionaries I've dealt with were great. Like, a missionary sold me kind of a cracked club, and I didn't know it was a cracked club. And I messaged him, and I was like, hey man, I don't want this. Like, this is messed up. I don't want a cracked club. And he gave my money back. I made a video about it. Me and him actually ended up trading, so I got a really nice putter from him, worth equal value. And you know, like I said, missionary could steal from you. It doesn't matter, you know, a priest could steal from you. It doesn't matter who they are. But that's just my radar right now, right? That's just my radar. If I see a missionary, I say, let's go, right? I say, let's go. If they got nice family photos with their wife and kids, like, obviously I'm going to be more likely than the guy who's like has a hood on him like this in his profile photo, like hiding his face, and that's his only picture, and he has no reviews, and he has no posts, and 2 friends, obviously, right? And you might say, oh, couldn't judge a book by its cover. Go fuck yourself. You have to. You have to judge books by covers. That's just how the world is. Try and get around it, you'll get fucked. Now, obviously, like I said, the scumbag-looking guy could be the coolest, most honest guy in the world. The missionary might be the biggest scumbag thief ever, right? So that's why I say use deposits lightly. because just because I say this works doesn't mean it will work for you in your area, right? That's just what's been working for me, and hey, it might blow up my face one day. You never know. All right, guys, that's it. I appreciate you.